I'm signing the Fred 2023 BIT 217 PS. I'm presenting a World Manufacturing Database Management System as my project. This is to specifically to welding companies, and it will help welding companies in managing inventory, managing finance, managing employees in the businesses. In my part A, I started with listing several SQL languages where I mentioned Oracle database, where I mentioned Microsoft SQL Server, where I mentioned MySQL, where I mentioned IBM DB. Then in my parts I chose MySQL due to the following. It is open source and cost effective. It is free and available for use and modify and significantly reduce the cost of organization. It is not expensive to have it. It's not like Oracle database. Then it is easy to use. It has got a simple installation and easy setup. This makes it friendly for several people to use. Then there is scalability. It can both be used horizontal and vertical using the features like replication and partitioning, which allows it to handle large amounts of data. Then security, it can offer robust user management and access control when being used. Then I have the application domain. Application domain, this is where I had, excuse me, this way of building the product. Specifically, it was built for production tracking systems, especially for welding and fabrication. It will support the tracking of employees, tracking of inventory, tracking, managing time by flow supervisors, financial managers, and production managers as they are being tracking, as they are tracking employees, tracking quality, and so much more. Then I had the benefit analysis where I had the tangible benefits. The streamlined production process, reduced material wastage, accurate job tracking, and timely delivery. The major points actually, I think there is reduced material wastage. If you had put your blueprints to follow as you're doing your work, let's say in welding, that I have to use this material in manufacturing a gate, in manufacturing a sliding door, you always follow that thing that that data you put in the database for for producing those several things. So that that reduces material wastage. Then accurate job tracking and timely delivery. Remember, you can put time in your database. You put date. You put you say that on this date to this we shall be doing this. So it enables you to be accurate in tracking out. It acts as an interface whereby you can see that the time is against me and so much more. Then intangible benefits, you have improved staff morals due to better workflow management, enhances reputation and quality effectively. Then you have the tangible costs, initial setup and software costs. You have to invest as you're starting it. You have to invest. You have to put some money in building the system. Then training them on how to use the system is somewhat costly. Maintenance and updates. Yeah, he's still right here. Maintenance and updates, it's somehow so costly in updating, maintaining, upgrading the software, the system, like that. Then intangible costs is transition time to the new system. It takes time to transform this system into another system. Yeah. Possible initial resistance from the staff. Some staffs might not be knowing how to use the system. So they might end up not welcoming the system. User issues. Then you have risk assessment. Risk assessment where you have technical risks, organizational risks. Technical risks, these are kind of software whereby you might find that in your system you're having some bugs which might even fail failure to access the system. The system might fail to integrate with the updated hardware. And then organization risks, we have resistance to change from employees. Employees might resist the system. They might not even want to change from their traditional ways of storing data. Yeah. Limitations. Then you have entities. You have entities where you have activities, CEO, material, employee, finance, and here there's a list of entities and the attributes. These are the attributes here. We have CEO, those are his attributes. On the right, company ID, name, email, location, account number, employee ID. Activity is also an entity. We have job ID, description, start date, and end date. Then you have material here again. We have material ID, name, quantity, quantity, cost, and cost. We have employee. We have employee ID, name, role, hours worked. Then we have finance. We have transaction type. We have amount. We have transaction ID, account number, and transaction status. Then interrelationship. CEO has three relationships: he monitors, supervises, and manages. Then employee have has he executes. Then material facilitates, finance purchases, employee utilizes. Then this is my ERD for the database where I have the CEO with the primary key of company ID, where I have the activity primary ID with the job ID as a primary key. Sorry, yeah, it is primary key, not primary ID. Material with the material ID as a primary key. Then and employees with employee ID as a primary key. Finance with transaction ID as the primary key. But CEO, CEO, CEO monitors activities. Then material, facilitate, here, facilitate activity, mm, like the relationships. Then finance, purchase material. Then employee execute activity. Then again, let me click outside. Yeah. Again, CEO manages finance. Then you go to the user interfaces. User interface, this I use the Java to develop this. Sorry, I'm sorry. I use the Apache NetBeans to develop this, where I import the JFrames, the frames, and many others. Then this is the layout of the link tables. Link tables. Let me first try to show it through here. This is where I came to get it using the XAMPP servers for the Windows and MySQL to develop the content. Yeah, yes, develop the content I'm having in the tables. As you see, this is one of the contents I'm having. This is the table for the CEO. Come back to this was the table for material. This is the table for employee. We have a table for finance where we selected all from finance. We came and selected this reputation. See again. We have the activity. And that's it. Then we came a description of the queries and report. First query, it was activity information. This retrieves activities in the business based on the job ID, since the job ID is the primary key. Then this also retrieves the period for the job to be done based on the start and end date. Then for the material information retrieval, this retrieves material date is based on the material ID. It was also a primary key there. It is unique. Also, this retrieves the contacts in the business based on the emails. Sorry, this is for CEO. I'm sorry. Retrieves the cost of each of the item business based on the costs. Then CEO retrieves based on the company ID and retrieves the contacts in the business based on the emails. Mm, remember, emails can't be the same. Then we have employees. Employee retrieves information responsible for their roles. Then retrieves employees working time based on the hours worked. This also retrieves the employees details based on the employee ID. Then you have finance. Finance retrieves information details based on the business, based on the transaction status. Then also retrieves the validated transactions in the business based on the transaction ID. Then the reports on each and everything there. Then there is activity summary report. So this provides the overview of the tasks that are supposed to be accomplished in the business and the period they should be accomplished. Then there is material summary report. This summarizes the stock we have in the business and its costs. It monitors inventory as well. Then we have the CEO. CEO is the major overseer of the company. He manages finance, supervises employees, and monitors activities. Then we have employees summary report. This describes and summarizes the role of each employee in the business. Then there's financial report. This describes the financial position of the business, when to purchase, how to purchase, and among others. So this has been my report for the project. Thank you.